It was dark. Dust danced in the single ray of sunlight. 10-year-old Sam swallowed, fear prickling his skin. He hated the attic. "Just an old dollhouse, Sam," he muttered to himself. His dad had asked him to retrieve it. It was his little sister Lily's birthday. The floorboards creaked under his hesitant steps. Each step was heavy, echoing in the silence. He finally spotted it, shrouded in a dusty sheet. The dollhouse was grand, 3 stories high, with a wraparound porch and tiny furniture. Sam brushed off the dust, revealing peeling paint and a tarnished silver doorknob. He found Lily in the living room, her face bright with anticipation. "Happy birthday, Lily," she gasped. "It's beautiful," she breathed, her eyes wide with wonder. As she peered through the tiny windows, a shiver ran down Sam's spine. He could have sworn he saw a flicker of movement inside. That night, Sam woke with a jolt. A soft humming seemed to seep from beneath his door. He tiptoed to Lily's room, his heart pounding. Lily was fast asleep, clutching the dollhouse. The humming was coming from it. He crept closer, his breath catching in his throat. The tiny lights inside the dollhouse flickered, bathing the miniature rooms in an eerie glow. The next day, Lily was inconsolable. "The dolls, they moved. They talked to me," she cried. Sam dismissed her claims, attributing them to an overactive imagination. That night, however, he heard it too. Muffled whispers, too faint to discern, emanated from the dollhouse. He crept closer, his blood turning to ice. The whispers grew louder, swirling around the dollhouse like a malevolent wind. Section 5. The Doll's Secret. Unable to ignore it any longer, Sam decided to investigate. He carefully lifted the roof of the dollhouse. Inside, the miniature family of dolls sat frozen, their painted eyes staring blankly ahead. He reached in to examine one of the dolls and felt a sharp prick on his finger. A tiny drop of blood welled up, staining the doll's porcelain face. Suddenly the whispers ceased, replaced by an unnerving silence. Lily screamed. When Sam turned back, his blood ran cold. Lily was gone. In her place, a tiny figure identical to Lily stood frozen within the dollhouse. He watched in horror as the roof slammed shut, trapping Lily inside. Panic seized him. He had to get her out. But the roof was now sealed tight, as if an invisible force held it shut. Days turned into nights, and still Lily remained trapped. Sam tried everything to open the dollhouse, but it was no use. He sat beside it every night, whispering apologies and words of comfort to his little sister. One night he heard Lily's faint voice. "Sam, help me." It seemed to come from the dollhouse, but also from somewhere far away, echoing in the silence of his room. Desperate, Sam remembered the prick of the doll's touch. If his blood had unlocked something, maybe it could unlock Lily too. He pricked his finger again, letting a drop of blood fall onto the doorknob of the dollhouse. The dollhouse shuddered. The tiny lights inside flickered and died, plunging the miniature rooms into darkness. Then, as quickly as it had begun, the humming returned, louder now, more insistent. A cold breeze swept through the room, swirling around the dollhouse. The roof flew open, and there stood Lily, pale and shaken but unharmed. She collapsed into Sam's arms. The dollhouse stood empty, the dolls gone. The humming faded, replaced by the comforting silence of the night. But from that day forward, Sam could never shake the feeling that the attic and the secrets it held were watching him.